Brought to you by Kaya Herb House. Respect the roots.
What's going on? What's going on? This Lil E. Yes, indeed. It's Lil E TV. I'm in my own lane with my host, LaToya Lane. So today, we have another special guest that goes way, way, way back with us. And matter of fact, I'm going to just let him sit here and, tell himself about what he has done, the things that he's done. Because he actually, off camera, he actually surprised me with some things and information that I didn't know. But again, you feel what I'm saying? He worked back in the days with my father on Ruthless Records, when I was just a little kid. And I enjoy getting information from him and seeing things and lighting my things of how my father was in his work atmosphere as well, instead of the daddy side that I know. But I want you guys to give a warm welcome to my homeboy. You like an aunt, family right. All the way, DJ Uneek.
Yes, what's going on?
Yes.
Lil E, man, it's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
definitely.
Period point blank, we always sit there and everybody understands that, I give all praise to the God for the things that we're doing. And we only go the right way. So we want to sit here and give our prayers and blessings to my family as well that, is going through a situation with losing, something of his own, I don't want to touch up too much of it. But to my fans and everybody, I want to give the prayers and blessings, to his family, DJ Uneek's family.
Yeah, man, appreciate that, man.
And other than that, we sit here and we're going to get into it. And matter of fact, I know my artist, she's very new. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. We were kind of baby pre-talking before we started.
Yes, very new into the game.
Right.
Dealing with her aspects of dealing with producers and different things and forming a great relationships or knowing different producers. But I want you, I know, and like you said, y'all been talking, kind of school us on the first thing, because it was new to me, the first thing that you produced on Ruthless Records.
Oh, yeah, man. The first thing was Menage a Trois, man.
And that's a trip, because you were telling me, I did not know that they was...
1993, man.
You got to take yourself back, because, I sit here and think about it, like, I know everybody who was on there, but, man, you have to really go back to your timeline and say, man, Menage a Trois did put something out before Bone Thugs and Harmony. You feel what I mean?
Bone.
And then when you get to really thinking is because of the fact of, Bone's first project really was done, in the process of my father passing away.
Yes.
You feel what I mean? So, how was that with Menage a Trois? Let's go there first.
Man, it was dope. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to see her. Actually, I'm going to see one of them in about a week or so this weekend doing a documentary for Yella. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, man. So, the main thing was like, E hooked me up with GBM.
Okay, Gangsta Bitch Mentality.
Yeah, that was like, So I was in the studio with them, and he would always say, work on their stuff, and then slide me a couple to the side.
Wow.
But I was working with them heavy every day. You know what I'm saying? So they was building up this female NWA
real talk, and I know their style and their ways.
Yeah.
So so matter of fact, tell me about that. What's with the pen? Because I know she said she wrote a few records for my father.
Who's that?
Man, I'm just high off there.
Silky,
Silky,
yeah, man, Silky was dope. Yeah, Silky and Chan, dope. You know what I'm saying? Diamond was raw. She always came ready, but I never really seen her really putting it down, like writing. But Chan and Silk, T-Ski, you can't forget about T-Ski.
At all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She had a different style. She was already kind of spitting fast, had her own little style that would change up the whole dynamic on what they was doing. Like they all be kind of flowing a certain way. She coming, it was kind of like psychotic.
Wow.
Yeah, it was different.
Really?
It was a challenge for me because I had to be like, okay, I got to see how I'm going to break this beat down around her because it was really kind of like, I'm trying to think of what style that was. It was crazy.
Silky and Diamond's family, but Silky, that's auntie.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So how was her come off when she was in there?
Oh, man, she was so dope, man. Easy was always like, when it was time for them to buzz, he'll point to her. Silky, give him some. And she always, she go in. She go in every time.
I got beef for the streets. Y'all know she got off on that.
Man, she was so gangster for real though. That was her life.
And I know. That's why I say I know her. So that's why I want to go back to when auntie, when you was young, when Silky was young.
Silky was young, man. She was hard as fuck.
I know.
With the come to the studio with the Converse on, there looking like I'm like, oh damn, she bout it. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Man. So much respect to her.
Oh yeah, you already know it.
Much respect to her.
So GBM.
I started with GBM and was doing stuff for Eric, and then he was telling me like, Yella got this group. Menage a Trois.
So that's Yella's group.
Yeah, it's Yella's group.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
That's Yella's group that came
look on the back, it got the Y on there.
That Y,
he was giving him his own.
Yes, it's stamped.
So, so it was like, give us one. So I came with some tracks. I played it for them, and they picked the smoothest track. I said, damn. And they played me what they had already been working on. I wanted to get in there and get on that hardcore gangster. But they was like, no, we need something like this for the album.
Wow.
So Dracer jumped on it. For, the intro, blessed it.
That's right.
Cause It's Like That. This is the name of the song.
Cause It's Like That.
Yeah, Cause It's Like That. Yeah, so man, that was my first placement, man, ever.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's
man.
Right.
Made me feel really, really good,
really
man.
That's right.
Yeah, man. So, I was happy with that, man. We did that, and then, see, that was the thing that when I first met Bone, that was the first thing Crazy Bone asked me, like, who did that song, Cause It's Like That? He had already did his homework. And I was like, oh, yeah, I did that.
What?
So that's what the style, really, man, Bone whole style really kind of came off of their stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, when he told me that, I said, I do those all day long. I just started like, R&B with the hard beats. Oh, come on, let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, so they was like, oh, we found it. That's what came out of their mouth, man. When I started hitting them with them tracks, I said, I do this all day long.
So let's go back to your first introduction with them when my father brought them. What was your first thought process on them?
As far as Not Try?
No, Bone said that we're going to Crazy. You said when Crazy first heard you. He went back to that.
Man, you know what? Man, he called me so early about this, man. I knew something was up because he's like, man, when can we get your boy, which is Kenny McLeod on the Black Hole, when can we get your boy over at the studio? He normally come 1 or 2.
Shout out to Kenny. Yeah.
So I was like, man, I can call him right now. He said, yeah, man, I got these dudes coming to town. I need to get them in over at your spot. I said, okay. So I hit Kenny. Kenny like, okay, I can be there by 11. So I pull up, Easy's already there with him. I see him, man, hair all crazy, not braided, shirt's kind of like, shirts kind of,
big back.
So, real street niggas, right? So, fresh, man. So I pull up and I know they not from Cali. Right off, you know what I'm saying? So I pull up. And, I'm driving my Acura, so Easy feeling pumped because the Acura was hooked up. So he's like, yeah, this is my producer right here. Yeah. He's like, come over here, man. Let me meet you. They was Lazy Bone, Crazy Bone. I'm going, man, what's this? So I'm thrown off. But then he started telling me, he pulled me to the side to his trunk. He was a 600 Benz. And he was like, man, tell him, which was Flesh. Tell him, man, he can't be wearing that red. I'm just keep it real.
Real talk. Let him know.
He had the red sweatshirt on. And, I think they colors for their team was whatever.
The Clevelandians. Okay.
So I told Flesh, I said, Flesh, man, you can't really rock that red like that, blah, blah, blah. He took it off and threw it in the trunk.
Guardians. There you go. They can change it. Guardians.
Go
ahead.
So he took it off, man. He threw it inside the trunk, you know what I'm saying? Hesitant. Threw it in the trunk. Because he was telling him the whole time, bro, you got to take that off. You know what I'm saying? So when he called me, he said, come here, man. He said, tell this nigga, you got to take this red. I said, man, you got to take that red. Because, the gang thing is real heavy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he took it off. Threw it in the trunk.
Come on, it was Night Train, what?
Come on, man. Yeah, man. So it was like, it was top of 94.
94, okay.
Yeah, top of 94, man. So, I meet him. And so I'm looking at him. They're not really saying much. So Kenny pulls up fresh out, from the house. He rushed in the studio. We turn on the mic. So, I'm looking at him. I'm keep looking at him. He's like, man, these niggas look different. Yeah, the vibe was different. Wasn't gangster, but I couldn't really read it. What I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. So, I'm playing beats and stuff like that, and I'm trying to, get something going for them. And they wasn't really vibing or nothing. And I'm playing some of the stuff I didn't did for Easy. And he told me, like, this is going to be on my album. So I'm playing something. So I'm like, damn, these niggas ain't really. So I stopped the music. So he was like, y'all go ahead and bust something. And they got in like a huddle. And they started busting, and they started chanting and like singing and harmony and ending each other's verse. I'm looking like, damn, what is this shit? And I look over at E, and he just smiled and shaking his head. He just knew I was gonna be fucked up, and Kenny was messed up too. And I was sitting back going, damn, this shit crazy because it was a lot of singing going on. Then they come in with the speed, and then they go back, and they was catching each other. Last word, catch the last word, and then somebody was doing the beatbox. You know what I'm saying? I was looking like, fuck is this? And I said, man, so right there, stop. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm like, okay, so what we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't no gangster rap. This is some other shit. And then that's when Crazy hit me with, hey man, who? He already knew.
You did this.
You know what I mean? I did that. He said, that's what we're looking for. Because I needed some direction. Because I didn't play them some hard shit.
And they made moves. They didn't budge.
They was just sitting there. Just, looking.
But kids, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he looking like, and I'm like, okay. So when I stopped the music, he said, well, y'all just bust something. They busted, and they got up, how they all stood up and got in a circle. And I'm looking like, damn, they started doing all that.
That's crazy.
You can imagine how it sounded back then, my first time. blew my mind, man. Blew my mind. And man. And see, and then the nigga catch the last word. And, oh my God,
what
man.
did he say?
Whoa,
Man, shit was mind blowing, bro.
Exactly. So you feel like how the world was like.
Yes.
Like Eric, what did you find? You feel what I'm saying?
See, that's one thing you can say about Eazy. The visionary, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, I'm telling you, like you don't have that today at all. I swear to God, man, I missed it so much because he would grab Bone Thugs, have a GBM, Menage a Trois, Will I Am.
Yeah.
Will I Am. Which a lot of people don't know.
I didn't know that.
They don't know that.
See, you know what I'm saying? It's part of the family, part of the tree, one of the first ladies on the thing. Did her education. Thank you. Did I know?
Yes, had them first. It was called the At-Band Clan. Yeah, then you go over to Kid Frost. Then you go to Milltown Hustlers, which is some guys from Milwaukee. Then Pistol from Nashville. Oh, so Master People had to run.
Talk to him. Now, Uneek, see what I'm saying? He'll come in there and bless your mind with some stuff to where you didn't know you dig deep to all the other groups that Pop said. Because again, the producers was working with everybody.
Yes, everybody, man. Everybody. I mean, and you know, working with E, I seen how Dre became so good.
Yeah.
Because he let you just go in. So I was paying for studio time first out of my pocket. And then when he stepped in, I was like, oh, no, don't worry about that. He the whole week, block out the whole week, and I get to go in there with all the musicians I want. Oh, it was over.
And do your thing. He gave you the platform to sit here and say, stretch out your wings. You gave like a quarterback the field to throw. You feel what I'm saying?
Man,
I appreciate that.
Life,
you feel what I mean? Gave you the throw, man. I appreciate that.
I seen how Dre became Dre. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, he let you go in, get the best musician. It was never a problem. Whoever you want. And I'm in there showing off because now I'm going to tell you, by it being Eazy, who's like my mentor, who I always wanted to, like, I wanted the record label, wanted to be just like him. You know what I'm saying?
A black entrepreneur.
Man.
It all.
I wanted to do it all. And so to be working with him, and he stopped by at night, every night, he stopped by kind of late, see what I've been doing. And I would just be like, oh, wait till we hear this. I'll be in there cooking up and couldn't wait till like he stopped by. Like 8, 9, he'll come by and he'll always like, what you got? I couldn't wait to push play. And he'll sit back and go, oh, yeah. And that right there gave me so much motivation, brought stuff out of me I didn't know I had.
You know what I'm
saying? So he really brought a lot of me.
That's right.
Man. So I was so pumped to be down with him. I mean, it was like okay, I met him through a guy named Steve Yano. You know, I don't know if you guys are Okay. So Steve Yano is the guy who owned Roadian Records.
Now who you now.
So it was like Eazy and Dre, you know what I'm saying, been knowing each other, but just lost contact.
Right.
So Dre was making mixtapes for Steve Yano. Right? You make all the mixtapes for him. You know what I'm saying? So Eazy would come by records from Steve Yano. So it was a trip, right? So it's like, man, he some kind of way when he was hearing the tapes, he's going, you know Dre?
Right.
And he's going, yeah, he makes tapes every month for me. He's like, man, I'm trying to find him.
That's freaking crazy.
Yeah, so he hooks them two up.
Yeah.
Steve Yano was the one who brought them two together. And from there, it was history.
You have all these memories. This is legendary memories.
Yeah, man. And like Steve was very instrumental in the whole NWA thing. Yeah. Like they was making mixtapes and Eazy was rapping and vibe over like Public Enemy. And he had this one oh, you remember that? Okay, yeah. So like, you know, they would go to Steve's house to make these mixtapes, and it was a straight mixed cassettes, like really mixtapes, not like how they just saying mixtapes as the cliche. They was making mixtapes, and Dre be back there mixing, and Easier Flow, then Ran Flow, the Cube would come in, and they was like kind of flipping like hits that was already out, you know what I'm saying, but making it dirty. If it was clean, they dirty it up.
Which we did when I first got into music. People sit there and say, hey, what's your first thing? I was easy if all of us just take something from NWA, and I'm going to bust my Pops verse, but I'm going to change it. It ain't too much change because I'm Eric. You feel what I'm saying? But I might just say my little hip name that I was at the time. But you know what I mean? That's what we did as kids, and it's crazy because, you know, that's our flow of everybody introducing themselves to music, you know, to rapping. You feel what I'm saying? It's taking a group, and it's like, all right, cool. Well, I'm going to change this, and I'm going to change. We did it with Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know, between me and my little brothers, you feel what I'm saying? All right, you going to play Cube this time, you know, you going to play Ren, or I'm going to play Daddy. You feel what I'm saying? And we'll just bust over their stuff and change it. You feel what I mean?
That's a trip. You know what I'm saying?
And you on the real, and that's shocking how you telling me this, because like I go back to my story and say, whoa, what? damn, look at the similarities in his own sons. Because me and my brother Derek, that's what we'll do with our homeboys. We'll say, all right, who's going to play who on this part? Yeah. And I'm going to bust it, and we come in, and you going to change it. It's Lil D, who do the place to be. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and we just did it, and that was our own ways of just getting familiar with rapping.
Wow,
you know what I mean? And that's what they was doing his mixtapes. Yeah. And even hearing the stories as I got older, it'll be a shock to be like, damn, and then they playing or Dre's mixing it down so they can sit here and bust it at a DJ event.
Yeah.
Because he's a DJ, they just gonna play it like, who was him? Man, they just took this shit and just, you know what I'm saying? Took the Beastie Boys shit and just got raw nasty with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of along the lines of like what we were talking about, like right before we started this, like how it's it has to be weird for you, your original to Ruthless Records, and then like we're second generation to it. Like,
doing we do it
right.
It's not even just that too. I know as far as this whole music business.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? What's your intake on that? Just the whole change of the music business and then when you can really go back to that time.
Bad.
It's like it's got some good, you know what I'm saying? Because really, like back then, it was like a lot of different gatekeepers that would like block a lot, you know what I'm saying? So for a new artist that comes straight from his bedroom, you know what I'm saying, showing his talent, he just don't know how to get to like LA or whatever. He might be in Milwaukee somewhere.
Small town.
Small town. He go on his laptop, buy the programs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rap over a beat from YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
Just to get heard.
Right.
Like whatever you gotta do and just like send it.
Yeah.
And SoundCloud it.
Yeah.
And the world hear it and you got a deal.
Right.
Man, that part right there is bomb. But it's like, as far as the content and like, the song, like, like writing a song, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like we really like I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
From just from the jump, like from '84 all the way back, Battle Cat, Bob Cat, everybody, right? Yeah, so I go back. So I give everything a chance, and just the difference with the way cats was like writing these songs, the Spice Ones, the Ice Teas, everything. It was like really like a lot, like a story, like a movie.
Yeah,
being told over a beat, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like now it's like it sound good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking it sound good. It's party. You know what I'm saying? But it's just not no substance.
Can't take substance from it. Exactly.
Yeah, you feel me? And I don't feel it like I used to feel it.
Real talk.
Yeah, I used to really like some of the stuff used to really hit me where I get emotional.
Yeah.
Real talk.
I hear stuff now. I'm like, okay, cool.
Right.
I gotta really dig in there to find something.
Right.
I feel you. That's real. That's real. And what we're gonna do is we're going to sit here and give some love to our sponsors, take a break, and we're going to come back and ask DJ Uneek what are some of the things that he's actually can listen to and get back into that mood and inspire. But again, brought to you by Rich and Ruthless. We're going to take a break. This is Lil ETV. And we also want to let you guys know about the new infused pre-rolls we have coming from Rich and Ruthless and the Kaya Roots from Jamaica. And our connection with Kaya and Rich and Ruthless. This is the first product that we actually will be branding and putting out through that venture that we're doing. So again, stay tuned. This is Rich and Ruthless Buds, Rich and Ruthless Cannabis and everything, brought to you by, and Lil ETV will be right back. Okay, this is Lil ETV and we're back, and you guys know what it is. It's the roll-up hour, and today is brought to you by Rich and Ruthless Infused Pre-Rolls. We're going to sit here and take a few samples from them. Toya's going to enjoy one. It's a grape infused. I'm going to enjoy one that's more of a hybrid flavor. My guest today, does not consume, you know what I'm saying, OG. But we want to talk about when he did and the difference of what you think of the world now. Because you were telling me off air, you did, when you were in high school. What were we going back to? You had that, was it just orange or just chronic? Or was it indica? It was an indica.
Yeah,
but we
gold.
That's gold.
Yeah.
But it was some different name than we have with the indicas now. You'd be like, what you smoke back in the day? Man, some sesame and you know what I'm saying? That orange hair. What's orange hair? Y'all ask my mom, what's orange hair? As I look at it like, man, that was just probably some good, the best grown at that time.
Because right now that stuff is some backyard boogie today.
Yeah,
my goodness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, hey, you know what I'm saying? We would just get the different, the different generations of it.
Yeah.
But I can imagine the first generation was that. So, but now you don't.
No,
but knowing you're working with, one of the one of the biggest influence rap groups into to smoking, Buddha lover. I know they was just getting down in the studio.
Man, the whole time. The whole time, all around me. And like Wishbone would always come up to me like, you don't do nothing? Because he would trip off the beats. like, how you coming up with this shit?
Right.
You don't do nothing?
Right.
I mean, he's always getting in my ear. You sure?
That's right.
Yeah. I'd be like, no, I'm straight, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I was just high off the music,
so
man.
you don't have a problem with us lighting up around?
No,
yeah,
man.
okay,
Come on,
okay,
let's do
And then not only that, though, Uneek, it's just sometimes I sit and think about it. It's a lot of things. I heard you touch upon having a competition, my father, with No Limit. But I'm going to ask you, as an individual who's been with my father, around my father. Matter of fact, let's go back to what you were explaining about how you met, actually. Let's go there. Let's go there.
You know, so, speaking on the guy, Steve Yano, who brought Eric and Dre together back, together, and so Eazy would come up there to the Rhodium Swap Meet to buy his record. I would buy my records, right? And one day I happened to be there, and your pops come up. You know what I'm saying? He's grabbing 2 of everything. That's how DJs do. We buy 2 12-inch everything. So he goes in his sock, grab a gang of money out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just sitting there looking, because back then, now you got to remember, they got Boys in the Hood is out, but there's no face on the cover. It's just the label.
Just the label.
Yeah, right? So I'm not knowing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there, and Steve is like, Eazy. This is my man, Uneek, and I'm going, that's Eazy, right? So I trip out, right? Wow. This nigga that made Boys in the Hood? He just standing in his regular head going, what's up, man? This is like back, man. I'm talking about like, this is Spring 86, bro.
Wow.
Spring 86, when they just had the cream colored demo record out.
I was a little boy.
Yeah, man.
Just turned, not even spring of 86, I was turning 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, man. So met him, you know what I'm saying? I was just looking like, damn, because I always followed Dre because we come from the same school for our DJing. So when I saw him switching up and he starting to make it, I was pumped. He just did something. Yella. Always been a fan of Yella.
That's
right.
You
know what I'm saying? Yellow's like my hero.
Yeah,
you know
Yella. That's Uncle Ruckus. I call her.
Yeah,
everybody
man.
know my love for Yella. He just called me. I know he's gonna be mad. I was asleep, but yeah.
Yeah, man. And see, Yella actually had a 12-inch out before Dre.
Wow.
I don't know if you know, like back in Wrecking Crew.
No.
Slice. That was
because he did. And every time we talked, he did say that he kind of came in. You know what I mean? Or he kind of brought. Not to say brought him in, but kind of like I had stuff going. You know what I mean? Before, in a sense.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? I know Yella all the way.
Man, Yella cold-blooded, bro. Man, that's my hero, bro. Let me tell you. I know, look, he had a record called Slice, and it was Wrecking Crew, and it was kind of like, sound like a Suck MC, Run MC, and he kind of did his thing. He was cutting. I think they had clientele rapping. Yeah. Man, I'm going back,
Mark,
bro.
Do all you guys still stay in contact? You talk to everybody?
Man, you know what? I seen Yella last time at a bowling alley. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't really... You know what I'm saying?
That's
like really
trip.
seen him.
That's
man. But every time I see him,
yeah.
I take my hat off every time I see him. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a fan.
Yeah.
Every time
all
I come.
Now it's crazy though, because if a lot of viewers know doing that follow Growing Up Hip Hop, of course, and different things they do. We filmed the rehearsal of me, on Versus with Bone Thugs against 3-6 Mafia, and that's the last time I seen Uneek. So we going there, and I want to tell Uneek, Yella was supposed to be there the night that we performed, and he was like, they were calling me and all that and the other, and I don't know what it is I had to do that night. I didn't even know really when it started. So I don't think he got the full information, but that would have been beautiful. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If he would have came that night.
Man, that would have been beautiful, so man. But you know what's funny about that right there? When we first met up, like me, Lay, Steve LaBelle, we was talking about the setup for the Verses.
Yeah.
And I was the first person, man, me being a fan. I said, man, y'all got to be there for the love of money.
Real talk.
Yeah, I was the one who even said that. So they said, you right.
Yes,
man.
That's real.
So I did that
that's
just so I saw you come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Okay, because they called me immediately. So that was that was him. Like, you know, get a Yella. Yeah, let me see this number.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He's probably praying right now. We all should be, but you know what I mean? Yella's a changed man in my ways, but he's always good. You know what I mean?
But going back to with E, you know what I'm saying? So met him then, and then there used to be a Black Music Day at a place called City One Stop, where you bought your music wholesale, like the music retailers.
Wow.
They bought wholesale. It's off of Alameda. And it was Black Music Day, so it was Heavy D, Cool J. They have all the artists come out. I remember them pulling up in these Jeeps.
What?
All of them.
Suzuki.
They pull up this. Yeah. So he came in then, went right over to him. Cube, you know what I'm saying? Been knowing him like since we kind of go back to like middle school.
Wow,
you know
that's right.
So I'm like,
being in LA. Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? But I seen Eazy again. I'm like, man, because things starting to pop for them. So I'm looking like, damn, but didn't want to pitch my whole thing. I'll do music too, and all that.
Yeah, all that. That's crazy because I really it trips because that's what they do nowadays. You know what I'm saying? People be sitting there. Man, I know you don't want to hear I do music, but you talking about now, we going back to 86 and him having that natural feeling like, damn, I don't. And you'll think back then in them times, niggas would tell you, man, I'll rap, man, I'll do this and all that. And that's the trip how you didn't want to, you still had that kind of nervousness to tell Eazy like, man, I don't want to get him like I do.
Yeah, it was just like the whole environment was like so busy and everybody want autographs, bodyguards everywhere. I said, that's the wrong time. So I just gave him the dab. What up, man? You remember me from, oh, yeah. Boom, that was it. Then I saw him again. They performed at a place called a Casa.
Wow.
And it was K-Day, live on K-Day. And they did the Casa and they did the Boys in the Hood. It was King T there. There was a lot of people there. And they came up to where I was at. I was in the balcony. And I guess that was a little area for them. I was having to be over the balcony. Look, they came up, and Q came right to me.
Look at that.
How that sound?
Look at that.
How that sound? You know, sweating like crazy. I was like, man, y'all niggas did it up. And he was real quiet. Got down, you know, like real low, had a low song. And I was looking like, I didn't even want to speak to him then. I'm like, okay, he's in a different zone right now. Yeah, you know, he's just, because I know the performance thing was new to him. And when he rapped, he had the low song. So I could see like it was something going on there.
Shot. You know? See, again, Uneek stamped it but don't know. Like, man, it's too much going on. Love it when you get into it, but that's a trip. Wow, look at God, how you was in the same atmosphere, and
at least 3 or 4 times, bro.
And the thing, though, I want now, you know, as he's talking, it got in my mind. I'm saying, man, that Uneek. I want to ask you, like, what if, like, I did take that chance to say, hey, I do music. Once you realize how cool he was and how more helpful he was to give a person his playing field, to say, man,
but it changed my life.
You feel what I'm saying? Like if I would have said, hey, earlier, you feel what I'm saying?
Man, that's deep what you're saying.
You feel what I mean?
Because me not saying that to him and just falling back, man, I went through it. Up until the time, like when I met it, because I was dealing with the streets, you know, the banging, and then went to jail for a minute. Oh, all that, like during the time while they doing anything. I would watch We Want Easy inside the day room.
Right.
And be sitting
wow. Like, and we know what that day room looks like. What I'm watching straight on the couch and preview in the day room. You got everybody eat, man. What's happening? This movie right here, straight on the couch. I'm like, man, eat. You know, you see the movie in? Man, I see it. I'm in this day room kicking and thinking about my side. But yeah, that's a trip, bro. Because it seems like, you know, he had his hands on you and guide you the right way all the time. We don't choose to sit here and take that opportunity that's quiet saying, do it. We looking at a thing saying not do it, and then you went through your trials and errors and came full circle and said, hey, this is where I planted. I was trying to plant you here all the time. You know what I'm saying? Just pick you up some of it and don't leave off on your guideline or your timeline of what you're supposed to have in this man's life. You feel what I'm saying? Or with the blessings I'm giving him to touch on individuals. You feel what I mean? So you ain't gonna miss it. But just imagine how much more you would have had. You feel what I mean? Because like I didn't know. That's a trip that you just told me that. Like I went to jail in the day room listening to this. And you said 86.
Contrary, it could build you for readiness.
Yeah, we can take that in the aspect. I don't knock it.
Yeah.
You know, that's my little sis. So she gonna go back and forth me. I don't knock it.
But you know, it's something because, like you said, I was going through my situation, and you know, being in the streets like that, I wasn't really focused, just really thinking about it like I should have been.
Yeah.
Because I was always DJing, but I was in them streets trying to get that money. Then I'll mess with the beats on the side.
Right.
But when I started off, I was all beats. But then that game came in around 84, 85.
So you like the average artist
it switched over.
Oh yeah, and he does it. But then it goes. You know, I always had some want to play tennis with me, little Serena or something.
Yeah,
so we gonna go back and forth. But I look at an aspect is he already told you. He gave me a playing field. And then, you know, my father come from a hustling background. Every hustler, like he was, every true hustler that dealt with him, all said, man, even like my partner,
Which one?
the other producer, oh my goodness, hi.
Rhythm who?
No. Hutch, yes, even
that's
Hutch.
my man.
You know it, even Hutch in aspect, sorry, huh?
Yes.
In aspect said, your daddy stopped me and changed me because why? I kept having my foot inside the game. You feel what I'm saying? I kept having my foot inside the dope game.
Yes.
You feel what I mean? When then his man is showing me some real money or opportunities outside of that. Like, what? Man, making this music? And like DJ Uneek said, you was DJing. You know what I mean? And I want to go there. How did you get the transfer from DJing to
Goat move
to producing?
Yeah, you know, and really, you know, When I seen Egyptian Lover, I gotta go back. I'm just excuse me.
Egyptian
Uncle Jam's
Lover,
Army.
what?
I'm going back to Uncle Jam's Army Sports Arena, 1983, all that. You know what I'm saying? So I was
Appreciate
yeah. So Egyptian Lover was like one of the DJs that I would follow. Bobcat, Yellow Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Certain people. And when he made a record, it really tripped me out. Cause I'm like, damn, wait a minute, this is a nigga that was just DJing, niggas making records. So I bought a little drum machine, Dr. Rhythm, 505 man. People that's watching going, this is way back.
To the
yes.
back. What?
Yeah,
back
I bought a little
back.
silver foil, Dr. Rhythm, 505, and I would scratch to it, program beats and scratch to it, practice my scratching. Then I was like, when I heard the boom, I couldn't really figure out like how they getting that boom because the drum machine I had to have the boom. So it was like really like the Rick Rubin, like the Beastie Boys, Run DMC stuff. I was like, how they getting this boom? And somebody told me, they said, bro, that's the 808 with the lights that be going. Right? Yeah, they were showing them light. I said, and then Egyptian Lover brings one to the sports arena on stage while he DJing. I'm going, oh my God. I think I was on a hunt trying to find the 808. Found me one, bought it, started programming that. So kept programming. I became a neighborhood beat maker. Everybody started coming to the bedroom, getting their beat. That's 84, 85, man, that's back. So so I just transitioned from the DJing into the beat making, then went into the producing, and was doing stuff for a lot of different like independent labels. Just 12 inches here and there. But they didn't have the money. They would just go so far where to get into the mom and pop store, and that's all. That was it. It went on the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it was cool. It didn't make you feel funny because you're in the hood and your homies say like, didn't you do that record? How come you still over here with us?
Yeah,
yeah, it's hard to explain that. Yeah, you're not adding up, you know what I'm saying? But Easy, being in the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, God really knew what he was doing when he put him in the position because he's a life changer.
Right.
And he was open-minded. See, like, you can't be selfish with it. So he was not selfish at all, and he was a risk taker.
Right.
See, like today, I'm telling you, man, the game would be a lot better if it was still Easy's around.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's my next question. I was going to circle around. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Toy.
Well, I mean, like you were saying earlier, the convenience of being able to just upload your shit, and it's like, I think that's why everyone's lazy. That's why there is no easies right now.
Yeah,
it's too easy, So that's why, like, you don't have to work as hard.
But, yeah. To opt back, I was thinking about it. My next question is, you knowing, and I mean, giving us flowers, and I respect that, appreciate that, Uneek. You know what I mean? That's an individual that's just truly giving his natural words on the heart that my father had. Where do you think he would be with this game now?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
See, the whole movie production. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, all this stuff like
that's what everyone says.
Oh no.
So
the movie thing was definitely there. Like
jack of all trades.
Oh, like much. He would have had the record label would have already been the stamp of like how Motown had they stamp. So the record label would have did his thing, but he would have transitioned and been putting out these movies. The same cloud that what's his name? Tyler Perry has.
Yeah.
Oh, the same way he green like the music, how he was doing.
Yeah.
Same thing with the movie. He would have been like, oh,
he would have been. Look at he was going to make a studio like Tyler Perry has in Atlanta, in Compton. We could sit here and we can shoot video. That's the ideas he had back then, like how Uneek saying, to why he would have been there, because these are the ideas he had. My father,
so
again,
real, man. Because when the videos would go off, like they would do home videos, NWA.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, like Priority Productions home video, and then it would be like you'll see like Broken Chair Flicks.
Yeah.
See, that was him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you look on the end, I go, damn, he pumping that Broken Chair Flicks. And that was him, big man. They was already working on something. You know what I'm saying? So, that was definitely next. And then those, you see how like a lot of rappers was doing like the speakers, say the Beats by Dre speakers.
Mm-hmm. Talk to him, Uneek. Talk to him, Uneek. I already had that going on. His own thing.
He already had that, man. Like, and then the bulletproof vest where the kids play and they shoot the tag and it light up when you hit the center. Man, the toy company's already coming to him. Already coming to him. He would have had all the merchandise, all the speakers. You know what I'm saying? The films. Yeah. So it was just the whole everything. I swear to God. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely, man.
We're gonna take another break, man. We gotta be going down that lane, man. But I appreciate him. This is Lil E TV. We'll be right back.
Definitely.
What's going down? We're back. This Lil E TV, Knuckle Media, Knuckle TV is where you can find it. Brought to you by Kaya and Ritual Ruthless. Also, the Kush Stock magazine is new. I want you guys to go and sit there and grab that and sponsor it. Soon to go grab in every 96 dispensaries, everywhere you can find Ritual Ruthless cannabis. You're going to get the new Ritual Ruthless pre-rolls. Every single one is autographed by me. You know what I mean? Again, it's infused or premium cannabis pre-rolls. And that's coming to you real soon in every dispensary that you can find, Ritual Ruthless. And it's Lil ETV. We're back with DJ Uneek. And just going down memory lane of the things that my father would still be doing at this time. You know what I mean? I appreciate the stories that you're sitting there telling, man, and giving off to it. I want to add one more quick question, you know, as he got me going there, is I'm going to shoot it out there for the fans. Of course, because I know they want to figure out and know where with Bone Thugs Harmony on the, what would you think your favorite one that was put out, that wasn't put out, that you produced for Bone after they put their lyrics on your music?
What was the favorite project? My favorite
song. Your song that you have done after like, cause we're going back to the stories and me listening, saying, hey, they wasn't vibing too much off the beats, and then they started, whoop whoop and give us this. Now you as a producer, like, hey, okay, they were a different, unique sound, but when I gave them this track of mine, oh yeah, these niggas got off for some stuff that we can relate to, being from the coast, this coast, being from the land. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know back then it was different when Pops was bringing them out. You feel what I'm saying? And people were even questioning, like, what is he doing with these? What kind of music is this coming from NWA? And you got these individuals from Midwest, and they got off. But what would you say is? Oh man, I like
a few of them though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but
that sticks out. Yeah, I know it was. It's an unfair question.
Well, like, okay, so "Creeping on a Come Up," which is actually the title of the EP, but it's actually the song. Like, they co-produced that, and like the reason I'm saying that, because they hummed the idea to me on the mic, and I recorded it.
Wow.
And they went and got clothes with your dad. They said, well, Eve, like, I'm going to take them, get some clothes, blah, blah. But they hummed this whole thing. And I'm like, listen to this shit. I'm like, okay, they want me to play this. You know what I'm saying? One is beatboxing, one is doing the bass line. And then they started, kind of like this humming. You know how they do the harmony? So I said, okay. So when they come back, I'm going to hook this up. You know what I'm saying? Because they kind of gave me the blueprint. And man. And that's what came out of that, Creeping on a Come Up.
What?
Yes,
that's right.
But they came back and they laid it out, showing they had these albums in their head already. They was just waiting for the right producer.
What?
Bring it out.
The zone with them. Because look at what you said. That is the right producer. Yeah. And I'm going to give you flowers when you said
appreciate it, man.
They harmonized, they hummed it, and you went in and said, wait till I get on. Yeah, and they got getting in with this. Y'all go ahead. Hey, when you're taking them over to the SWAT team, wait till I get back. You know what I mean?
Real, man.
That's right. Okay, Creeping on the Come Up.
So they were Creeping on the Come Up, and First of the Month.
Man.
First of the Month was like one of the ones, like, it almost didn't make the album.
What? Talk to me. How? What? Give me that story. How? It don't make no sense. And they look where. And that's what's so crazy about it when we really go back, Unique. If we had a line, if we had like, hey, we got that damn line. Man, check this out. Man, remember that song that wasn't gonna make it, man? Man, they out here singing it every first of the month. You for every first of the month. You know what I'm saying? How is that?
No, man. So we had finished the album pretty much, and I was having a hard time with working the sample, because that's a sample that's in chapter 8. So I was trying to get around to singing. So I was taking forever to get the track together. So they knocked out, pretty much like the whole album, and they was ready to go home. It's like getting close to Christmas time. They like, man. So I'm like, I finally got it. Got the beat. They was sitting on the steps. I remember I came out the studio, they sitting on the steps. I'm like, look, man, I got this one more track. And it was my favorite. That's why I was taking my time with it. I love the song, the original. So I'm like, man, I had to perfect to get it right. So I'm like, man, I got to come here this one last beat. They was so raw. They were like, oh, bro, we gone, bro. No. And I remember later looking at him, I said, no, man, that's it. Yeah. So I looked at Ant, crazy, and I looked at him because they were sitting on the steps going up. Yeah. I said, man, come on.
Hear this shit.
And he got on up. If I get one of them, you know what I'm saying? Because the rest of them was like falling late. Like, oh, no, we good, bro. They want to go home. Right. And I looked at Ant and said, hey, man, come and check it. I did the whole, he came on in.
Wow.
And he walked in, and then slowly they all start coming in, and I played the beat. He going, oh. And then he looked at him, and then it's like, I don't remember them writing nothing down.
Yeah.
They went to the kitchen and was having a conversation, and that's how the song came about. You remember when I'm saying, hey, these niggas right? I'm like, I'm sitting back, the beat is looping over and over, and they in there just talking, and the kid like, yeah, nigga, I remember that. And then niggas said, I'm gonna go ahead and lay this down. We'll start laying down to wake up.
Man, I need
you know what I'm saying?
friends like that.
Yeah, man. And the song just came together, man, first of the month. And you see how big it is? Like I'm telling you, I did not see them writing it. I just saw them conversating and bringing up memories. And like, you remember? And then this whole song came about.
Crazy.
Yeah. And that's what came out dope, man. That was my track there. I'm like, man, they blessed the track. Oh my God.
That's
iconic.
Yeah. Was it go back? Like I say, man, yeah. And this shit is playing every month. Yeah, he niggas tripping out here. Talk about food stamps still. Real niggas ain't never seen a food stamp in their life.
You know, money back. Government money back.
I'm gonna tell you what really blessed us. Like after we finished with the album and everything, it's like a little different kind of note though. But it's like because I didn't get to see E too much after we finished the album, whatever. So he came back from New York, whatever, and I remember he hit me back then. We had the pagers. So I said, damn, you know, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because he had his code 187, I had my code 53. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he hit me. So I was like, I remember pulling over to a car wash and jumping on the phone. I don't know why they have a mobile phone. But anyway, I pulled over to a car wash in Gardena and jumped on the phone because he called him like something must be up. So he hit me up. He said, oh, man, I got that album. That's what he told me. He said, you know, so I'm sitting back thinking like, hey, man, so I'm going to explain everything. Well, I just got my part out the way, man. So whatever Yella and all I want to do, because that's the team. Yeah. So, you know, I'm already a fan of Yella now. I said, so I just got my part out the way. So whatever y'all want to do, woo. He was like, oh, no, man. Y'all niggas did a great job. Yeah. I'm sitting there going, damn, what's the nigga telling me, right? Yeah. I'm saying, so, you know, he said, no, man, it's done. Man, you don't understand what that sound like to me because when I came into the EP, he put rhythm, Yella, you know, he put the team on there. So I'm thinking it's going to be the same layout. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, no, man, it's done. Man, I was messed up over that. Like, damn, like the last nigga do a full album was Dr. Dre. Yeah. You know, let you just be one producer. Right. Man, that touched me, bro. Yeah. When he told me that, you know, then, like I said, I didn't get to see him though. We just, you know, we were talking on the phone, this and that, but they're like, yeah, I didn't get to see him, you know, after that. You know, it was a lot of, because I know when he called me one time and he was telling me about things was about to change. And I was like, damn, what's going on with this, you know? And he was like, something's going on with him and Jerry. And I was like, I'm R.E. Whatever you want to do, man. Yeah, I was like, I never spoke against Jerry because I knew what Jerry meant to him. Yeah. But when he started speaking, I'm like, oh, man, what's going on? Yeah. I'm ready. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, things about to change, man. I never forget that. I said, the way he said it, I'm like, what's going on? Because he stopped meeting me at the office. We would meet at a little weird spot, Rite Aid parking lot, Rally's Burgers. And I, you know, I'm like, back up again.
Different programming.
He started moving different. But yeah, man. So it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? But I was always there with him.
It's a trip. Look how you said that. You know what I mean? Individuals thinking, moving different. You know what I mean? And that downs a different, you know, vibe on me as far as just knowing that information. That always connected with every information. At that point in time, before his death, he's moving different. Yeah, he was moving different, man. Like, you know what I mean? Because we used to kick it at the office, man, all the time. And all of a sudden, it started being like these parking lots. And, you know, and I'm going to tell you, like, what was so crazy to me that was so, like, I couldn't believe it. I'll be sitting inside his Jeep. And I remember, like, we had going back to the EP when we finished the EP up. And I saw the, I guess that was like his release schedule. Had Above the Law, like Cocaine, everybody was coming. Coming out. So like Bone was down at like number 7. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already, man, he took the pencil and brought that sucker all the way to the top. I said, he fucking with me. Like, I swear in my mind. Right. He said, yeah, he said, man, y'all next. Looking like that, because I'm a Above the Law fan. Yeah. So I didn't but they been getting it in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting back going, in my mind, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there and we used to beat up over it was on Artesia and Normandy in this parking lot. Like midnight, he had the truck light on. And I'll pull up to the side, it was like a drug deal going on. And I'll hop out my car and get in his car. We'll sit down and we'll play music, or he'll show me a yellow pad. And he'll show me, I said, oh man, I said, boy, you got a lot going on. Yeah. You know, it was like so many artists. And he said, I saw our names. Me, Usher's coming, I was happy. Yeah. Oh, we on the list? And then he take the pencil and go,
y'all coming out next. I said, man, this nigga fucking with me. I said, man, don't do that shit to me, bro. Cause I've been waiting for this moment all my life. You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
Bro,
and then again, as the son, man, it coincides with the stories they hear. Everybody be like, yeah, we used to be wondering why he all of a sudden just messing with these little young niggas, and all of a sudden he start giving them so much love. And look, you didn't say he sure did. I remember your daddy took it and put it at the top of the list.
Top of the list, man. I would never forget that.
Whoa, you feel me?
Yeah, man. He knew.
Touchful stories, brother.
Yeah. He started magic though. Like when he came in, like, you know, when he would bring him in from getting clothes or whatever, and he'd hear what we, you know, he'd drop him off, come back at night, he'd hear it, and he always like, damn. Yeah. He saw it. He'd be like, you know what, these niggas in good hands. Yeah, he just started getting out the way, like, you know what, whatever studio I want to go to. He asked me one time, one studio we had locked down. He said, he talked to the owner. He said, can y'all put beds in here? He asked if they put beds in there. I'm like, man, I was sleeping. He said, nah, these niggas need to sleep in here.
They ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, man, yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah. But the owner was like, oh no, she was like, no, you know. But I was like, no, we gonna put it in.
And look
man.
at that, you know Uneek. Another example. Tell me, and she could tell you how many studios don't have living quarters in them now. And he's sitting there thinking of this stuff back then. And she said, no. Yeah. Now you go throughout Hollywood or even these special studios. What? Somebody's building a bed in there. Wow. You feel what I'm saying? And I just touched on me as far as my father was thinking. You feel me? That's a trip.
That's a trip right there.
He said, look at this, a story you didn't tell that. He asked the lady, can you put beds in here?
Yeah, can you put beds in here? Tripped me out because I was thinking like, nah, I ain't sleeping. You know what I'm saying? But then he was like, no, them niggas need to sleep in here, man. And then the lady, is a lady who owned the studio. She looked at me. I said, she's like, oh no, she didn't know how to answer that.
Yeah. Go back to the studio now. Like, what?
I know it.
That's a trip.
Yeah, man. He was so far ahead on.
Man,
he was so far.
That's what a lot of people don't understand, and I appreciate it. Uneek. That's man. Real, brother. That really touched me.
So I want to ask you, man, like, you know, because
talk to me.
As far as you having a desire to start a label and do your thing, I mean, have you ever, you know, thought about that, or you have, you know, tell me some of the.
That's what Richard Ruthless was. First and foremost started as a label.
Okay,
and it's a trip that people understand that it just grew into a name and a brand, and more so, you know, my cannabis line. You know, what I mean, it's the most, you know, successful thing out of it. You know what I mean? So that Richard Ruthless is the label. Was me, my brother, and she's the first lady on it. I'm an artist, Kiki Smooth, and Compton Moose, another friend of mine. You know what I mean? So that's what she you know, kind of, when I got artists, it kind of more inspired me as far as in the kickoff and do more music. But, you know, I mean, I was tied into different ventures. I do TV and film. Okay. And then it's crazy, you know, like I still kind of, you know, scratch my head into my life now as I reach a different age. My birthday was just 2 days ago.
Oh, so, man. Yeah,
man. Appreciate that. Yeah. And I said, and more success and blessings is coming. I give all praise due to God. And I said, yeah, and I was like, man, you know what I mean? Like, the most stuff that I, you know, do didn't necessarily have to be music. Is it his platform? What he did for me was music. And he gave me a lane to do anything. So it's a trip when I talk to you and I ask other people, you know what I mean, what do you think he'll be doing? And then I'm like, hey,
you doing it.
You feel what I mean? Yeah. Thank you, brother. You feel, in a sense, a small sense, and not in the level my father can ever doing it, but just touching different avenues. Just continuously, just continues that branch and make something else. And I was like, man, I really found out, like, me music didn't have to be it. You feel what I'm saying? Because anything that pays my bills or do anything can all come outside of music.
Come on, brother.
All come outside of music. And I said, wow. And I'm a successful man in my nature. It's a lot of people knowing, you feel me? And to still be, I was just going places. Now I recognize different ethnicities. You know what I mean? An older white woman stopped me and was like, Lil E, like she was a homeboy of mine. And I turned around. I was joking with her about a taxi gonna hit us. Excuse me, ma'am. I turned around and looked at her. I was in Vegas, and she's like, Lil E? I said, whoa. I said, yeah. I had my hat off, and I said, yeah, I'm flattered. I said, what you know about Lil E? She's like, oh, I'm a big fan. Her auntie sitting there like, who is he? You know, like, who is he? You know, like, yeah, take a picture with me, auntie. Like, you know, well, yeah. I'm like, you want one? She's, I'm not sure what she's like. Yeah, I'll tell her. And she was like, you know what I mean? Thank you. You know what I mean? And I walked on, and I had a sweater my father got in the elevator, and the dude stopped me, and he was like, I used to get in trouble for buying that album. You feel what I'm saying? I said, wow, you know what I mean? It's a pleasure to sit here and say, you know what I mean? Now, my father was the reason of starting of all these albums on here. He's like, wow, wait a minute. My wife watches you on on the thing. So I be tripping off of that. And I said,
that's a trip.
that, you know what I mean? It's a path for a successful man, you know what I mean? And every place that I leave them, you know what I mean, to be cool and they love it. And I said, wow, my success came outside of music. They don't know me for being doing this. They'll all ask me, so do you, like you? So do you do music? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I really started out doing that, but hey, wow, that's okay. I don't, you know, I like, that's love. I appreciate that. My success came outside of that. So when you say, what your father be doing, I'm TV and film. Yeah. I know he had been in this world.
Oh my God.
I know he would have been in this medical marijuana world.
Man.
You feel what I'm saying? With the legal. Oh my goodness. And that's what I'm trying to get to. One in our city, you feel what I'm saying? They had chains them like the cookies and all that, you know? But you know what I mean? And our success is Rich and Ruthless Cannabis. You know what I mean? 7 million, our brand is worth 7 million. You feel what I'm saying? In about 3 or 4 years that we gross to this area. My Nuggle Media comes from a line of that cannabis, and we're a publicly traded company. You feel what I mean? And you know, we just did the biggest deal of my life in there. And I said, wow, you know what I mean? I'm touching on them. You know what I mean? Got a distribution license off my brand. You feel what I mean? So just you know, just going to that. Now that's fueling me to sit here and say, hey, now it's easy to play this music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Easy to play this music when you got success and income and wealth from outside of that, dope, which is on a different level. This stuff is paying me, you know what I mean? Yardine, biggest cannabis dispensary in Las Vegas, which I give shout out to, and also a lot of sponsors, the things that I do. I'm a brand ambassador for that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a paid employee to sit here and do a certain standard of a job for that. For music? No, for my name and likeness of what I am. So he laid the ground for me with music. Yes. And, you know what I mean? I just took it and finally got the wisdom as a man to say I could take that and do anything.
Yeah.
Not just music, with it, anything. Yeah. Anything. So I just, hey.
That's what you're doing too. I
appreciate that, Uneek. Run it with it, brother. But, you know what I mean?
You know, I wanted to, I was just, while you was talking, I was thinking, I'm doing a project, right? I'm putting together a project for my son that passed away, you know. My son Tyshawn. Most definitely. And I had to put him away February 10th. And I know Big A probably told you about it, man.
Y'all follow definitely know, brother. That's why I see my love and blessing.
So this project, I'm trying to put it out before his birthday, which is June 26th. We're having like a birthday party for him and everything. But I would like for you two to put a song together, man, talking about, you know, like addiction. Fighting addiction, being strong, loving life.
Real talk.
Yeah, because, you know.
And that's saying you ain't said nothing but a word.
Yeah, man. Know? I would love it. You be showing off the artists, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I already know what you do, so I'm just like, I would love to get a track from you guys.
You said it enough, and it's a word. We're going to look at my secret weapon, and I'm telling her, he needs a song with me and you about fighting addiction. She's a writer. That's her passion. That's her passion, her dream, man. Is to write music.
Okay, I just felt it when he was talking.
That's
it came up in me.
That's my secret. You ain't said nothing. You told the ears I need to hear it. Yeah, all I gotta do is put the work in.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put the work in.
You know, you guys got a couple weeks, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, because we got Bone, everybody gonna be on there.
Yeah.
But so
you have the track for us?
Oh man,
or do you need us to get a track as well?
Well, I can supply the track for you. You know what I'm saying?
You let us know. Yeah, it's a lot. It's lovely because she's like you. She liked the stories that you sit there and said about Bone and all that. Just sit there and grab it, feel something, and she gonna attack it. Even if she don't like it, she can attack it. She's a writer.
That's a real writer. Right. That's a real artist, man. Right. Because sometimes you're going to get a track sent to you that the label had already picked, and they just need it written for Tony Braxton, whatever.
And she can do that. That's her passion.
All right, so
you know what I mean? For
man,
people to know,
that's blessed right there.
Miss LaToya Lane, true passion is being.
Look forward for this track. You know what I'm saying? From Easy featuring
LaToya. I am.
Okay, all right. So David, I appreciate you having me on here, man.
I appreciate you coming, brother. You know what I mean? We're going to give it a quick 5 minutes. I could get into a long story, but it was a blessing even hearing the stories of what Uneek doing. But we also brought to you by Richard Ruthless Nuggle Media. This is my segment of Sports Talk 101. And a quick question I ask you, do you follow sports? Do you like sports?
I deal with the basketball.
You like basketball? There you go. He likes basketball. There we go. That's the topic. B-ball. And then, you know, Sam, do what you do. B-ball. What's your favorite team in basketball?
Lakers, man. Come on, brother.
Hey, this will be much easier, you know. I know it, man. We knocked off and everything, but give me your take on the addition of the Lakers with LeBron in it. The team that we have with AD and Westbrook. Because now, me knowing that you're a Laker and him being OG, my OG from the land, you feel what I'm saying? A true representative of California. you've been following back to the Showtime era.
Yes.
So you've been with the process even longer than I can even say or think before my era. You feel what I'm saying? Because it goes back to Showtime. I didn't watch Showtime. Everybody knows my story. I want to be like Mike. So and being from California, but you really actually from the soil, are down with the show.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you said with LeBron being part of the team.
Yeah, with the new tradition.
It's just, man, you expected it a whole lot more. I just think they got to find each other's rhythm.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, to really, because right now I'm not impressed.
At all.
Not at all, man.
None.
And I'm trying to figure out, like, what's happening. I said, you know what? You always give the benefit of the doubt. They haven't found each other's rhythm
at all.
Yeah.
And you said like a true G, which is truly understandable and normal. My ties and my little youngsters that still ball and call me back, you know what I mean? And just say, hey, E, none of them practice together really.
Man.
You feel what I'm saying? So look at you pinpointed it. I'm going to the source and really trying to any team log in. You feel, even if it's in Chicago, DeMar, cuz what's happening was over here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get on it, but Uneek straight just said it. It's like no rhythm with them.
Yeah, man.
You know
That's funny you said that. Yeah, and it's that shows like having practice together.
Man,
That's
don't.
crazy. You said
the
that.
stars gonna get taped up. The stars gonna get the treatment, and the young ones is gonna sit here and really practice. And then COVID is bad, so it's only 2 or 3 days a week that you actually really get practice, and they don't do it. But the rhythm is off because and you truly said it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm glad he understands and knows.
Definitely.
It definitely is. So I guess we're gonna be back. So what about the transition of us losing the coach? How do you feel about that? You didn't care?
Man. Yeah, I really didn't. Yeah,
it was whatever.
Yeah, it was whatever.
But if you as a true fan, who would you fit when they have a lot of ex-players coaching now? Steve Nash just got swept. You feel what I'm saying? Swept by Boston Celtics. You feel what I mean? That's crazy. Will he lose his job? Hey, we'll see. But you have all these ex-players that are coaches. Who can you, in your sense, if we had to ask an ex-player, you know what I mean, as an ex-player, to be a coach, who would, as a Laker fan, would you say?
Man, that's a really good question, man.
Or just throw somebody in there.
Ooh, who would be a really good coach, huh?
Me, myself, I just want to throw in Mark Jackson. You don't
Okay.
You think that might
Okay. Yeah.
Somebody LeBron can respect.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kinda.
So you really, you really been studying.
Oh yeah. I've just part of the segment. This is just something naturally that I have.
Well, that's a good one, bro. Yeah.
Now I'm trying to pitch my job and try to get on that ESPN channel and sit down and talk with them. You know what I mean? From, Lil Easy's perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
For real.
Okay, well then speaking of, so then I got a question for you. I know you don't think I know about sports, but I've seen this earlier.
But go ahead.
Because Stephen, what's his name? A. Smith, did you watch that about him?
I'm sorry. Stephen A. Smith is cool.
How you didn't hear about it.
Okay, we in this nature don't feel Stephen A. Smith gives respect to the real brothers. He wants to attack the brothers.
Okay.
And I'm a fan of Stephen A. Smith at a point in time to understand when he started attacking unnecessariness of a lot of our brothers.
Okay, so you feel...
we don't really pertain to what he got to say no more. That's what's crazy. He had lost the true individual brothers and niggas in this world, excuse me when I say, to want to listen to what he say. We laugh at it.
How long ago did this happen? Just this comment ago or a long time ago?
Oh, Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah.
Which Stephen A. Smith when he was just attacking a lot of brothers. Let's first say you said Ben Simmons, so let's go. I ain't listen to him what he got to say about the Nets because he disrespected. Kyrie Irving on his own medical stance of what he wants to do with his own body.
Oh yes.
When you attacked him for that, there's no point of me wanting to follow anything too much you got to say about this team.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
And Ben Simmons.
You kind of like that makes sense.
So once you were there, you start attacking too many brother Wutu. There's no disrespect to him, but I don't really fall on his ears anymore of what he got to say. It's more humor to me now. It's more like, Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean? Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
This brother, we just joke about it because, he just does what he does. But there you go. Sports Talk 101, a true Laker fan. It says, hey, anybody really just gets in there, but no rhythm is going through them. So I appreciate it, Uneek, that you said it. And that's sad because the OG is not even... You know what I mean? He's not. It's entertained by even. He probably don't even turn the channel on to watch it.
No, I ain't watching
at all. I can feel it.
Yeah, I've been disappointed, bro.
All the way, like what? Lakers. They old. I don't watch them niggas. But anyway, what's going on, brother? But that's good.
Talking about something else. Like,
But I appreciate him. You know what I mean? Again, we send our love and condolences to your family, brother.
You feel me, man? Thank you.
And as what he asks on is gonna call, and I'm gonna sit here and get on it. So be looking forward for me on a project to help out with his son's passing, and we're just gonna hold the title of what everything is for the time of being. But Uneek, where can they find out about where this project is or any information that they doing with
it's Art Sabbath. EOE.com.
Art Sabbath.
Yeah, Art Sabbath. Yeah, ARTSABBATH.
Art Sabbath.
EOE.com. Yeah, definitely. You find out about the project, and we got merchandise, a lot of things going on. But it's all we doing some things together, me and Lay, and we're gonna really build this whole thing up for this awareness, man. Because that addiction is really.
Lazy bone,
I don't care if it's alcohol, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we're really just trying to bring that awareness to that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah,
and I'm definitely
situation.
on board for anything that you need.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Anything that you need. Let them know again. Arts.
Art Sabbath, EOE.com. And that's the magazine really is what my son was working on before he passed, but he didn't get a chance to. So I'm trying to put it out.
Fruition going. Talk to me. Anything that you need with anything that you need me to be a part of. Yeah. You already know you got a pipeline, your family. You know you connected on all the other dots that it's just crazy. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
and that's just how the world is.
That's right. So it's Art Sabbath, EOE.com, and you just tap in and you can find out whatever you need to, on what we're doing.
That's right.
Yeah,
most definitely. Mm-hmm. Appreciate you coming,
Thank
brother.
you, brother. Yeah,
appreciate you having
Richard Ruthless. That's right, my man.
Yes, indeed. Richard Ruthless is what it is. Brought to you by Richard Ruthless Cannabis, a new line, incredible infused pre-rolls, man. It's Lil E TV. You'll find it. Brought to you by Nuggle Media and Nuggle TV. Lil E TV, I'm in my own lane with my host, LaToya Lane. We thank you for having you today. Try to question me on some stuff, but we're going to get back in that in a second, though.
Again,
man, whatever. What? We're going to get on. You said trying to roll up on me. Uneek here. We've been talking. I got something for him, but anyway, again, we appreciate you, Uneek.
Definitely. Hey, man, so check us out.
Go ahead.
So, LaToya Lane, so when is the first single from her official?
That's what we finna talk about. I got a meeting right now. I'm finna
look at that. Okay, so I just threw some out there.
That's a
great question.
So remember her name. Okay.
LaToya Lane question. We got a conversation about that. Okay. I got a meeting. But yeah, she pushed my buttons because she finna have it out, but it's not pressure. Be sure to get that. She got a video shoot that we got coming on with that.
No, I know you're gonna do some big things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. My man, he got the blood of his dad.
Yeah.
Visionary, true visionary. You know what I'm saying? So he knows to spot the talent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I know you're going to do some big things. So we just got to remember the name and look for the single. LaToya Lane, Pressure.
Right.
There you go.
Yep.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Most definitely. And you already know it again. Richard Ruthless brought to you by Kaya also. You know what I'm saying? Kaya Incorporation with Richard Ruthless. That's what it is. Again, it's Lil E TV. We appreciate y'all. Man, we'll see.
Getting money been the motherfucking model.